What a breaking news! Honouring the season through service, Harry, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet melt the world with pure heart. In a world drowning in noise, negativity and endless tabloid tantrums, something soft, warm and exquisitely human broke through today. A story not of scandal, not of manufactured royal drama, not of bitterness or pettiness, but of love, service, unity and family. This season's brightest headline isn't one bought through controversy, nor crafted through clickbait. It is pure, sincere, world-lifting goodness. Honouring the season through service. A simple phrase, and yet the very essence of what Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, continue to give to the world. And now, with little Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana at their side, they have turned this holiday moment into something sacred, something transformative, something so human that even the coldest critics are forced to swallow their words and feel something real. This is not just another charity visit. This is not a performative photo op orchestrated for headlines. This is a family, a thriving, healed, grounded, sunshine-filled family, stepping into a community kitchen ready to serve with their hearts, their hands, their time, and their presence. The glimpse says it all: warm smiles, rolled-up sleeves, aprons marked Archie Foundation, trays of food lined up, volunteers shoulder to shoulder, laughter rising above the room like music, little hands belonging to Archie learning compassion at 5 years old, and Lilibet's tiny curiosity peeking through as she observes her parents serve others with joy. This isn't charity. This is legacy. As the season of giving begins, Harry and Meghan, joined by the Archie team, walked into our big kitchen Los Angeles, OBKLA, not as celebrities, not as former royals, not as icons, but as human beings ready to help. The world often forgets that behind the titles, behind the noise, behind the endless media obsession, lies a couple who simply want to put some good back into the world. Today, they did just that. The photos capture the essence of who they are. Meghan with her signature gentle smile, leaning over a tray of food, encouraging a young volunteer. Harry wearing gloves and focusing diligently as he arranges meals. The Archie team working in perfect harmony, the energy soft, warm, and full of purpose. But the moment that breaks the internet, the real heart shifter, is the presence of Archie and Lilibet. A family volunteering together. A mother teaching her children empathy with her actions. A father showing his son that service is powerful. A little sister watching, learning, absorbing what kindness looks like. This is how generational compassion is built, not through speeches, not through duty defined by institutions, not through hollow words, but through action, through participation, through showing, not telling. Daddy and Mummy, Prince Harry and Meghan, holding their babies' hands, guiding their movements, lifting them up, not with privilege, but with purpose. You can almost feel the tenderness in the snapshot where Meghan bends slightly to show Archie how to hold a spoon properly. Harry leaning down to check on Lilibet, his face glowing with fatherly pride. These are the small unspoken moments that say more than any press release ever could. This is what leadership looks like. This is what love looks like. This is what legacy looks like. In an age where so many public figures preach performatively, Harry and Meghan lead quietly. In a world where service is often packaged as spectacle, they choose sincerity. They don't need to shout about the work. They show up. They don't need to force narratives. They live their values. And perhaps most important of all, they don't keep this goodness to themselves. They are raising their children inside it. If the world wants to know who Harry and Meghan truly are, the answer is right there in these photos. Two parents kneeling next to a table, volunteer gloves on, teaching Archie how good it feels to help someone else. Two parents smiling at each other as Lilibet toddles between them. Two parents who are building a home full of softness, awareness, and light. Far away from toxicity. Far away from bitterness. Far away from the cruel scrutiny that tried to break them. This is healing in action. This is resilience made visible. This is what choosing peace looks like. Harry, with his quiet leadership, shows a level of grounded masculinity the world desperately needs. Calm, present, compassionate. The way he concentrates on packing meals, speaking to volunteers, encouraging the team, laughing with Archie, it reveals a man who has found his place, far beyond the rigid expectations he escaped. He is not the spare. He is not the runaway prince the tabloids wish to portray. He is a father, a husband, a servant leader, a man whose joy now radiates in every captured moment. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, glows with a familiar warmth, the same warmth that captured hearts long before she ever joined the royal sphere. There is something natural about seeing her in community spaces. She moves with ease, with tenderness, with a sense of purpose that reflects her lifelong dedication to service. In the glimpse, we see her laughing with volunteers, helping a child with a food tray, leaning into Harry with a soft smile when he says something funny, and keeping a watchful, loving eye on Archie and Lily. She is in her element, serving, nurturing, leading, loving. This is the Meghan her supporters have always known. The woman with a heart too big to be dimmed by cruelty. The woman who continues to rise above hate with grace. The woman who turns every space she enters into a softer place. And then there is Archie. Sweet, growing, observant Prince Archie. Dressed comfortably, curious, eager to help, he stands between his parents, as though he has always known this world of compassion. There is something so tender about watching a child serve for the first time. You can almost imagine his tiny voice asking, "Mummy, can I help?" Or "Daddy, what do we do next?" Moments like these shape character. Moments like these become childhood memories that stay forever. In that kitchen, Archie learns something more valuable than any school lesson. He learns that kindness is powerful. Princess Lilibet Diana, bright, tiny, enchanted by the world, watches her family with soft fascination. She is the smallest in the room, yet she brings the biggest emotional touch. Her presence alone embodies the continuation of Diana's legacy, compassion, service, and humanity. Lilibet grows up watching parents who turn empathy into action, and that is a priceless gift. The Archewell team worked in full unity alongside the family. Everyone in aprons, gloves on, laughter echoing, meals being prepared with respect and dignity for those who will receive them. Each volunteer contributing to something bigger than themselves. This is why Archewell exists, to uplift communities, to foster connection, to create cycles of positive impact. It isn't about quantity, it's about heart. It's about showing up where love is needed. And once again, Harry and Meghan led by example. What makes this moment so extraordinary is how normal, how human, how deeply grounded it feels. It isn't forced, it isn't dramatic, it isn't performative. It is warm, soft, genuine. A family giving back because they want to, not because they have to. And in doing so, they have created the very definition of wholesome news, the kind of news that makes the world feel a little less heavy, a little less dark, a little more hopeful. The holiday season is about togetherness, about service, about gratitude, about lifting one another up. Harry and Meghan didn't just talk about honouring the season, they lived it. They brought their children into a space where kindness is the currency. They showed them what generosity looks like. They reminded the world that family values are not defined by palaces or titles, but by actions, by character, by the willingness to care. In a time when so many tabloids recycle the same bitter narratives, these photos shut everything down. No hate campaign can overshadow the truth captured in these images. No smear piece can compete with the raw sincerity of a family giving back. Critics can shout, but love whispers louder. And today, love won. This is who Harry and Meghan are at their core. This is the family they have built. This is the legacy they are raising Archie and Lilibet within. And this is why the world, no matter how loud the trolls try to be, continues to root for them. Because love always speaks for itself. Because service always reveals character. Because compassion always shines brighter than hate. Because this family, This beautiful family of four continues to move through the world with purpose, integrity, warmth, and unstoppable grace. Honoring the season through service wasn't just an update, it was a global reminder. Harry and Meghan are doing what they do best, making the world a softer, kinder, more loving place, one act of service at a time. And now, their children are learning to walk the same beautiful path. A breaking news story worth celebrating, a moment wrapped in love, a family leading with their hearts, and truly, the world felt it.